Hello YouTube, Mike Wogman here, Mushroom Rangers. So I'm up in my building and the unveiling of what I tore down and what I set back up. So if you've seen my other videos, this used to be my fruiting chamber here. You would walk in and there would be 2 rows of racking. I built this because it was hard to maintain humidity in here. So with this, it's going to be much easier to maintain humidity in here. So this is the new fruiting chamber. Two racks on both sides. That way, it's easier for me to harvest. I can harvest them right off here, go down to the next, go down to the next, go down to the next, versus having too deep, then I have to reach in and top fruit instead of side fruit. As before, you saw that the lights were in the door of the fruiting chamber, and at the fruiting chamber at my house, they were facing the mushrooms this way. I put them up top because it'll make it easier for the mushrooms to grow towards the light. So it'll give them those nice big plumes or flushes that reach towards the light, and the light will filter down as it goes in. It's pretty bright in here. These are flush mount bathroom LED lights. You can get them at Lowe's. They're very energy efficient because they're LED. I put 8 of them in here. It's pretty bright in here. This is the humidification system. It'll be piped in through here and all the humidity will blow down, and then it'll circulate, because the exhaust fan I'm going to put down here, down in this corner. That way, as it blows down, it'll circulate, and then all the spores will be sucked into there. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it over here. It's kind of dark. Yeah, it's kind of dark. But this is where it's going to be the incubation chamber. I'm going to close this off and make a door. That way I can wheel racking in here. And then I can put, hopefully I can fit, looks like I can fit 4 rack systems in here on rollers. And then I can just roll it from the mixing station, the mixing room, into the lab. And then roll it into here. And then incubate it. And then when they're incubated, then I can roll it right into my fruiting chamber. And then unload the ones that are getting ready to pin fruit, have SAU, and then the ones that are already been fruited and are no longer viable, I can just load them onto the racks and then wheel them out, and then wheel them out the door. So this is where everything went. I'm almost done. The next step is to break this down, tear these rackings out, because this is where my mixing station is going to be. I'm going to build a pneumatic bagger right here. I'm going to bring in a refrigerator right here to store the mushrooms. Put up probably some of them racking right there, right here, to hold, you know, boxes and stuff like that. And I'll have room to have fuel pellets and such in here. I can even steam sterilize in here, because I got a hole up in the back there. You can see it. There's a fan, and what that will happen is I'll be able to suck out all the humidity from the steam sterilizer until I get a PID controller. Once I hook the PID controller into my steam sterilizer, what will happen is I can set the temperature just below boiling point. meaning that as it gets up to temperature, it won't boil and produce excess steam. Excess steam in here will make everything in here like a sauna, and more contamination because it's wood, humidity, and trichoderma. So I want it right below boiling point, right about 190. That way it saves water and it saves electricity. The PID controller, what it does is once it senses the water is going to be at 190, it'll click off, and then it'll click on, and then click off, click on, click off, keeping the water at that temperature instead of just running it full bore with the water heating element that keeps it at 200, 220 boiling. It's pumping in a lot of electricity, and there's more of a chance that the water will boil dry, and I don't want that. Also with the PID, I can set it on a timer, so I can put it on and set it for 28 to 30 hours, and then just walk away and it'll shut off by itself. That way I don't have to worry about coming up here or having somebody to come up here and turn off the steam sterilizer. So that's where I'm going with this. Much more to come. I'm hoping to get this thing done by the end of the month, and then start pumping out some mushrooms. So blessed be, and keep it fungi. Tell yourself, tell your friends, subscribe, like, hit the bell, you know the deal. So again, keep it fungi, and blessed be.